Hello everybody, welcome back. It is lovely Friday video time and I'm here just to share with you probably the last tutorial that I'll do in our autumn journal. So I wanted to pick up one particular piece of paper and show you how I want to work with that one. So I hope you're going to follow along. So I've taken out the first signature here, and you'll remember we did this little tutorial a couple of tutorials ago, and I had this page that was in between these two pages here, which is a shorter page. Now it looks like this on the front, and this I think is 7 centimeters, if I'm correct. Let's see. Yes, 7 centimeters, so just short 2 3/4 inches, I think. Yes, all right, so that's what it is there. And then I just made it a fold, and then on the other side over here, I then lined that up with the edge pretty much. I'm just checking here, and then I folded it back again. So this fold for my page is 3 inches, so 7.5 centimeters. Okay, so I'm just going to take this particular page out of here, and that's the one I want to work on today. So I'm going to just put this to the side over here, and that's what we're going to work with. So you've got your 7 centimeter or 2 3/4 fold here, which will fit on the one side of the signature, and then you've got this bit over here with this fold, which is 3 inches or 7.5 centimeters. Okay, so there are 3 little bits that I'm going to do to this in the video today, so let's hope I get through all of them. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this side over here, and not hard. This is a piece I had left over. It had I'm trying to think where I used those, but it had 2 bits on the side and the pumpkins in the middle. And I can't print out one and show you because my computer's doing an update. It's taken the whole morning so far, so I'm so sorry about that. But if you look with the larger page with the 3 pumpkins in the middle, and you'll see there are 2 sort of bouquets of dahlias and things on the side. I'm sure you'll know which one I'm referring to. So now I just want to put a little bit of inking just on that side there. I do want to stick this over this bit here. It might be slightly long, so I think I'm going to just trim off the top a little bit. So let's do that quickly. And I think I'll just do it here with my trimmer. So really just a little bit, not much at all. It really is just a little bit like that. Okay, so that's done. My trimmer is just on the side of me here. I'm not going to worry with that side because I'm going to stick something on there. So this is going to end up going just over here like that. Okay, we will stick that down in a moment, but what I wanted to do was add some lace here. So I've got this lace, and this comes from Plum Boutique, as you guys know, and I'll look for the link and put it in my description box for you. I want to just put that over so just the little floral bits are sticking over there. Sort of just lost my other 2 bits here. So let's start off and stick that down. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac to do that. So you could put it over the pumpkins, but quite frankly I had a look at both and I thought this was the better option for what I wanted to do today. Alright, so we're going to just put a little bit of glue down the side here, and it doesn't matter if you go too wide with the glue because you're going to stick over a piece of paper ultimately all over this, so I'm not worried about that. Now I got a wonderful little goodie, a little stand from Linda. Linda, you are such a darling to send me this stand. It's a stand DIY, and she saw me messing about, and what it does is I'm able to put my glue here in that position, and it's ready for me to use for the next opportunity without having to wait for it to run down, which is amazing. Thank you so much, Linda. I love that. I really love that. Okay, so I've got my little bit of lace stuck down there. And then I've got another little piece of ribbon, which I'm going to put on top of this in a minute. Also from Plum Boutique. And you've seen me use it before. So I'm going to just stick this down here, actually. I want to just move it slightly over. So slightly over, not much. Okay, I think that's better. There we go. There we go. And now this is ready to fit on here like that. And that's perfect. Right, we can just pull those ones slightly over. I just want it straight. Okay. So let's stick that down. And you see it's all ready to go now. How amazing is this? Of course you could just use a cup, but I quite like this here. And such a lovely surprise. I wasn't expecting that at all. So bless you, Linda, you're an absolute star. I was just amazed with that little gadget. All right, see, I just put it back there now. It's ready to go. Right, so I'm going to stick this down, and I want to just make sure that I've got it lined up there properly, like that. Pull it down a bit. Yeah, and you just make sure on this side. Yes. And then Linda also sent me, look at this, beautiful pink bone folder from Martha Stewart, all beautifully embellished. I love it. It's got amazing point as well. So really spoiled today. Feels like Christmas. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay, so there we go. We've got a little flap going on there. And this is coming along beautifully. And then very simply, I'm just taking one of these little sentiments and I'm going to stick that down there. Time to get cozy. Oh, it most definitely is. I see that the hot chocolate has been taken out the cupboard and my daughter's drinking hot chocolate with cream and baby marshmallows. So it must be autumn, definitely. Okay, so we can just stick that down like that. All right. So we've got a nice little tuck spot here, and I love the colors. And that was easily done. And then I've got this little bit, we'll move that over a little bit. This little ribbon here, which I thought would just give it a nice edging. And I'm going to just stick this on over here as well. Okay, so before I stick it down, I think I will take my double-sided tape to do that. And get that right to the edge there. You can use glue, you know, use what you have, guys. Don't use that for my ribbon. I use this for the tape. Just cut that off. All right, and here I could wrap the ribbon round, but I'm scared it leaves a bit of a bump, so I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to then stick this down here as well. Okay, and on this side, so that's ready to go when we're ready. And then we've got a nice tuck spot, pretty little tuck spot that we can just tuck anything we choose into, so that's always good. Okay, so that will happen at the end, but let's look at this one over here. So pokey tool. I hope you guys have all been well. I have been feeling much better. Bit of a croaky throat, but I'm honestly so much better than I was. So thank you for all your kind concerns and everything. That's so lovely of you. I think it's just something that's going around, and I did have to go and have a PCR test, which is, you know, the full-blown test, but I'm fine. So no worries. Right, there we go. I think that just finishes off that perfectly. Okay, so again, I'm just going to open this up here and take these bits off very quickly, and then we've got that bit all done. Okay, so easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And I just love those soft shades, really pretty. Okay, so let's just get that done, and a little bit of that, and there we go, job done. So you can slide anything you want underneath here, so that's going to look lovely. And then on this side I'm going to make something, and then on this side I have taken my large envelope here. I've printed it on both sides. You don't need to do that. If you're not able to, you can just use a stencil or cut some paper and put it over there if you want. I'm going to just glue this together, I think, like that. So let's just take this one here and stick this down. On this side as well, just up to that edge there. So there we go. And then what I wanted to do here was I wanted to stick this on here like that, but now just be mindful of where this flap comes down. Now if you want to put something over here to keep the flap down, you're welcome to, but I just thought I might just need to do it a little bit lower, but I don't want it to extend too far up, so I thought that would be the sort of spot that I would do it, there or thereabouts. So let's just work that out. So I think if I just put that on my board like this, and I put this over it like this, I would be able to see at which point that would touch, and I think that that's the spot there. Failing that, you know, it's not a problem if it's open. You know, either way it is still going to be open, so as long as you don't get it stuck underneath there, I think it's all right. So let's get some glue on here. Just get some glue on the edges here like that, and it would be a nice little spot again. You know, you can't have enough storage or place for secret notes. I don't like to deface the art, so I like to have places to put things. Right, so we're going to just line this up quickly. I just want to get a sort of point where I want to stick this down, and I think I need a little bit more glue here. So I'm going to take it up a notch. Yeah, just to that point there. There we go. And now I can see exactly where it is that I need to get that to. So I'm mindful of where I'm positioning it and trying to keep it centralized here more or less, but you know, that's not the end of the world. I think it needs to go a little bit higher. There and there, I think. Let's see. Yes. Alright, so I've got a little bit of glue just on the side here. So I just want to wipe that off with my wet wipe. There we go. Alright, so I'll see what else I do with this when I've got it in the book, but I'm going to use that envelope over there, and who knows, I might put something else there, but you'll have to wait and see for the flip through. But that gives you a nice pouch to stick goodies in, and you've got another pouch on that side there. Alright, so that will look quite nice in the book itself. And then I wanted to show you what I'm going to put onto this bit here. Alright, so let's just put that to the side. Now, it does involve an envelope, ladies. and gentlemen. So go and grab yourself a window envelope, and don't be put off by the fact that yours might not have a window like that. Use what you have. You can, remember, you can take a plain envelope without a window. Make your own window. It doesn't have to have a window, but something narrow like this is going to work well. All right. This one is 4 1/4 inches in width, and so that's 11 centimeters. It is 22 centimeters in length and 8 3/4 inches, but there or thereabouts. It doesn't matter, as long as it's going to fit onto your page here, you're all right. Okay, now I'm going to be folding this little bit up here. I have stuck, oh, I'm about to stick this little strip down, so let's do that first of all. And if you're using a mailer that you've used already, that's even better, you won't have to do that. Okay, I'm then going to fold this up by having a finished, well, this is 4 centimeters or 1 3/4 inches, but the finished bit here is 18 centimeters or 7 inches. Okay, so that's what we've got there. Now what I'm going to do is I took the mini page that looks like that. Okay, I have then effectively measured the bit that needs to go onto that section there like that, and then I've cut it off. I'm just trying to see if it's not quite half, it's slightly over half. Okay, so that goes like that, and I am going to end up sticking that down. The other bit, as you can see, I've made a journal card with and stuck that onto card, and just stuck a little sentiment, my autumn sentiments there, and put in a little tab thing there. All right, so that's what I've done. Now guys, if you don't have an actual tab maker, don't worry about that. I just want to show you quickly, for those of you who might not have one, it's just a case of taking a piece of paper. I wouldn't worry too much about the size of it. This is trial and error. This one's not even straight. Let's just get it straight. So you've got a bit of a rectangle. I think this one's about 1 3/4 inches by 2 inches. So 5 by 4 centimeters. Okay, so like that, fold it in half, if I can get it, not to jump out of my hands. Fold it in half like that, and you've got a little tab. You can make it shorter if you want, like that. And you've got a tab to go in there. This will just touch underneath, so that, you know, glue those two together, stick it down, and there you go. All right, so it's as simple as that. Right, so what I did here was, I have got this window. I'm not going to use the whole window. And you know my little trick of taking my pencil, having this lined up where I want it, and then lifting up my paper and gauging where those lines are here, and then just drawing in, these are slightly narrower, where I wanted to position this. Okay, so I've just made little marks as I looked, and then I joined them up with my ruler, and then I moved it away. And then what I've done is, I've just taken my craft knife, which is now over here. It's a case of using your ruler just to cut out the straight sides, and then I just turned it to the side and maneuvered it gently around those bits there, and then again over here. All right, I just want to see where it is that it's sticking. It's this little bit here, so it's just a case of cutting that away like that. Okay, so it's an irregular piece on that side and that side, but that doesn't matter. Then what I do is just take my scissors and fussy cut anything else that I'm not happy about. So that's the way I do that, and it just gives me a nice little overhang onto the window, you know. So anything that you're not happy about, you can just cut around with your scissors. There we go. Maybe a little bit more on this side. So I'm just sort of fussy cutting around the berries. Okay, here we go. And then the pumpkin a little bit there as well. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with that. Of course, if you don't have a window, you don't need to cut that out. It's not a must. So it's just because I had one with a window. So I'm just going to take my distress ink and distress ever so gently just on those areas. Okay, so we've got that done, and then move this out the way a bit. Sorry. And now I can go ahead and stick this down. All right, so there, that's where it's going to go. So again, I'll just stick with the Fabri-Tac and we can stick that all down. I hope you guys are going to have a lovely weekend. I hope you're excited to get some crafting done. I hope to be bringing you a flip through of this journal on Sunday. I hope to. Please let everything go smoothly so that I can do that, because I would like to start Tuesday with our new project. Okay, so that's the plan. Right, so let's put that back there and we can get this stuck down. All right, so I'm going to move this just a little bit over because I will be making a little trim on the one side there. Okay, so the good thing about Fabri-Tac, it gives you that movability time, which I'm always grateful for. All right, so I've moved it slightly over there because I want to trim down on that side there, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so perfect. Okay, so let's just make that a little straighter. Draw a line, use your scissors, guys. If you're not a fan of a craft knife, that is fine. I just would like to take a little sliver off here, and just because I want to have an opening, so I'm sort of angling my knife in here. And then just taking off that thin little bit. Okay, and then of course you now have an opening on that side. Okay, and then that will fold back up like that. All right, I broke my nail and it's a bit sore. Okay, right, so there we go. That's the one bit. As I said, we will be putting this in here, so you can see you'll just have a little bit of a peek of one of the flowers coming through like that. But as I said, it's not a must. If you don't have a window, don't worry about it. Okay, so that will end up going in there. All that we need to do now is very quickly just taken one of the scraps from the larger pumpkin. Well, this is the mini pumpkin page, where it's got the pumpkins and the leaves all over it. I've just cut out a piece from the scraps that I'm going to just put on over there. So again, I can just use the same glue like that, and we can get that all down. I'm not going to put much on this one because I thought it was busy enough, and I've already, you know, covered with sentiments. It's quite a lot going on here as it is. Okay, now what you can do, and I think that is what I will do, is you can sew around here, or you can use double-sided tape and tape up the sides there. So that's up to you. I think I'm gonna go with the sewing. And I will just sew right around the perimeter there, so not across here, just from there and down there. Oh, not the side here, you want your tag to go in there. Okay, so it'll be there and there's that bit will be open. All right, so let me go do that quickly and I'll be back here in a second. So you can see I've just stitched around. I started there, opened this up, stitched there, and then closed it up and went right around there, and this side is still open. All right, so that's okay. And then what I did not mention was I did take off a little bit here, just to make sure that this bit will fit into this pocket here. So just be mindful of that before if you're going to stitch, so that you can size it properly. So I just want to get that in here. Okay, so we've got that in there like that. And then all I did was I made myself 2 little tags, very slim tags, from the scrap pile, because I like using scraps and coming up with ideas for ephemera. I've backed them onto card, so you can make little notes or little sentiments or messages or anything you like in there. And I've just used those little typewriter words to remind me about those words, which I love. Okay, so that's going to go in here and in here. All right, so we've got that there, and then this is going to then go onto my page over here like that. And I don't think the page needs anything else, because it's got this beautiful embroidered digital on the back there. You could stencil on there as well, but I'm quite happy with it as it is. So I think I'm just going to take my glue and glue that straight down onto the page, and then that would finish this one off as well. Right, so I'm done with the glue now. Okay, so this then can just position itself here, and just getting my bearings. So just push that nicely, nice and flat there, like that. There we go. I think I'm quite happy with that. And then put in those 2 little slim tags, which we can have over here. And then that's that. So we've got this on that side. We've got a nice little tuck spot for things to tuck in, and a nice little envelope on that one there. I might put something there. I'll have a little think about that. And now we're ready to put this back into our actual signature again. So let's just go and lift this up. This is our front page. I need to tie that tighter. And then this is going to go over here like that, and then this will all fit in like this. So we made some nice layers here, as you can see. So you've got this beautiful layer against this. I'm sure I'm going to put something here, but I'm not quite sure what it is yet. Things are coming together nicely. We've got our little tuck spot that works beautifully there, and then you've got your little back page that works really well with this bit over here as well. Okay, everyone, so that's the end of that. There are some little bits and pieces I'm going to do, but nothing that isn't very difficult at all. But you'll see the last bits when I show you the complete flip through of the journal itself. So thank you so much for following along with me. I hope that you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you very soon with a flip through. Bye bye.